Hi, I'm Jennifer Torres, licensed mental health therapist, yoga teacher, and owner of Commit to Wellness. And today's DBT skill is D.E.A.R. D.E.A.R is the first skill in the interpersonal effectiveness skills category. These are skills to help you communicate and have better relationships and communications with the people that you interact with. These are very important skills. D.E.A.R is another acronym, and this skill specifically is so that you can get what you want or really get your point across and be taken seriously. So I'm going to use some examples that might be really relevant right now as I go through this. First of all, real quickly, D.E.A.R, so you're going to spell out D.E.A.R. D stands for describe, E stands for express, A stands for assert, R stands for reinforce, M stands for mindful or stay mindful, A stands for appear confident, and N stands for negotiate. Now I'll walk you through it. D, describe. So you need to describe the current situation and remember to just stick to the facts. So the example that I'm going to use today is, let's say you are trapped in your house all day long with either your significant other or your children or both, and you're finding it hard to ever get any alone time. And you've asked several times to be given 1 hour of alone time in your room. So describe would be saying, I've asked you several times to give me an hour of uninterrupted alone time, and you have not been able to do that. You have been knocking on the door approximately every 15 minutes all day long. E stands for express. Express your feelings, express your opinions, express how you feel about the situation you just described. This makes me feel like you don't respect what I'm asking of you and that you don't respect my boundaries that I'm trying to set with you. A stands for assert, asking for what you want. What is it that you're asked? This is where you specifically state, this is what I need, this is what I want. So I will ask you again, it's really important to me and for my mental health and wellness that I get 1 hour of uninterrupted time in my room. R stands for reinforce. So this is where you would reward the person or reinforce why it would be in everyone's best interest if you were to get what you wanted. So this, I would say, I would be in a much better mood and much more attentive to you for the rest of the day if you are able to give me my space and the time that I'm asking you for. Moving on to M.A.N. So M, mindful, stay mindful. This is just reminding you that if they try to switch the subject or go to a different topic, to stay mindful of what your goal was and to keep focus on that goal. So let's say they're like, but this is a crisis situation and I have anxiety and I need you all the time. I would say, I hear you and I understand that and I want to talk to you about that. But right now, what I'm asking you is for an hour of alone time for my own mental health and my mental well-being. If I'm not okay, then I can't be there for you. So it's really important to me that I still get this hour to myself. A stands for appear confident. There's really no words for that. It's just no stuttering, no, I don't know, maybe, well, I guess. Just really, state it the way that I've been saying it, very confident in what you're saying, and, look at them in the eye and speak clearly. And the last one is N, negotiate. Be willing to give to get. Be willing to negotiate. So maybe, they just keep saying like, well, I don't know, it's just you don't pick the best time. It seems like the hour that you want to yourself is when I'm stressed out the most. I would say maybe, okay, how about this? How about I make sure that the hour that I take to myself is before 10 o'clock in the morning. So anytime between when I wake up at 7 or 8 in the morning to 10 in the morning is when I will do the 1 hour. And usually that's when you are sleeping or doing okay. How about if I always make my hour during that time? Does that work for you? So that is Dear Man, and that is just a really long, a big beefed up I statement is how I like to say it, but it's really being able to communicate effectively and clearly and be taken seriously and not get lost in what this could sound like. So this could sound like, oh my God, I've been asking you forever to just leave me alone and give me my space. Can you stop knocking on the door? Can you just stop? You're annoying me, you're frustrating me, like I can't deal with you anymore. That's not going to come across very nice, and the other person is not going to really get the message across. They're just going to feel like a burden and a nuisance, and that's not going to make them want to respect your boundaries. But the way that I said it earlier is possibly going to get them to open up their ears and really realize how they're affecting you, and it will give you the opportunity to maybe get what it is that you're asking for, and that is the point of Dear Man. So my challenge for you today is to use this skill. Write it out. That's very helpful. So write out the Dear Man, write out what you want to say, and then practice saying it. Good luck.